couldn't get the color, we couldn't get the sound.
Yeah.
Yes, first I want to give thanks and praise to the Most High. Give thanks for life. And give thanks to Barber son Tony, Conscious Barber Shop, for me, definitely in the UK and definitely all over the world. Because you want this information nowhere else. And this weekend was a fruitful weekend. You have nothing's going on. You had the football. France get beat by Portugal. You have the Wimbledon, the Williams, them beat up the people that I don't know, can't remember them name.
Germans.
Yeah, the Germans them, you know. So yeah, enough activities going on. So now we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna talk about the whole thing about spirituality. We have a beautiful brother inside the house who will be a regular among us, doing a series of reasoning, and mostly focus around, you know, all thing about religion, God, the Bible, you know, and look at certain contradictions, what we should be looking out for. We're not here to throw stones at anybody. We're here to just tell the truth, not but the truth and the absolute truth. And you need to go away and do your research. Simple as that, you know. And as you know, over the weekend, enough activities happening in America. We wanted to have to go into that because that's why I wanted to deal with that. Still, you know what? When the time comes, we're reasonable what happened in America with the shooting, etc. See, so my brother, let people know your name. You know,
yes.
Your rich name.
It's Sayom.
Sayom.
Kareem. And yeah, I'm glad to be here again with y'all.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Sayom. So what I want to do is, Sayom, because you know, as you know, we've got 20 minutes as such. We want to deal with this spirituality. You know, because people look spirituality totally different.
Yeah.
You know, and mixed up with religion and this and that. Anyway, I don't even want to talk because I just want to get you to spend as much time to break things down to us. You know, just to know what spirituality and what is spirituality. See?
Well, you know, continuing from what I was saying last talk about understanding the God concept differently to understanding your unity with life itself is important. So spirituality is a serious aspect of it. For myself, I listen to words, I deal with etymology, I deal with phonetics, and the way we speak, our linguistics, how we program our own selves, unaware to ourselves, a lot of people. So when you said spirituality, I had to, some time ago, I created the word spirit, true, reality. Because when we say spirituality, usually people think it's religion.
Yeah.
And religion is not spirituality. Religion is about believing in someone else's experience rather than having your own experience. And it's about believing in programming of illusions that actually disconnects us from becoming aware of our true spirit, true real nature. Okay? Yeah? Using these different kind of words. Because spirituality is the true reality of ourselves.
Say that again.
Spirit, true reality is the true reality of ourselves.
Right.
Because spirit is the true nature, true reality of who and what we are. It's not something that you have to, I gotta become more spiritual. You know, like you're gonna put on some more weight, or you're gonna have to, you know, go find something outside of yourself in order to add to you, yeah, to make you better. Spirit, trueality is the true reality and nature of who you already is. Okay? We're living in a world which is material minds have constructed this. And the God concept I was talking about before, you know, when you mentioned about, some beer you met was saying, boy, God is up in the sky, you know what I mean? And this is how we've kind of, what we've been made to believe is Judaic, you know, sitting on some throne, you know, in clouds of glory, in some far remote region of the universe, never to be seen again but we're to believe
Yeah.
in this kind of idea
Yeah.
of what is being called God for us, okay? This is all human, earthly minded beliefs. Yeah, these are illusions. It's projecting our illusions or human illusions onto what was once what we all knew we were one with, not separate from. But we have taken on an illusionary concept, an indoctrination that has been passed on from generation to generation and generation. This is how it's been done. That has give us these distortions to make us now look outside of ourselves for that which is the very essence of who we are. You know, we are life itself. And this thing, when I was explaining about the God concept last time and talking about, you know, why it's important to know the difference of this God concept, what we're looking outside of ourselves for, we have to understand that beliefs, what we believe, creates our experiences. And when we don't understand the true nature of the creative principle, to know the true nature of ourselves, we create and participate in a prison we're creating for ourselves. Because those who constructed the system understands that to give us a perception of ourselves that is not based on reality will then make us create for ourselves this life based on illusions, okay, and expect each other to be conformed to the illusions. Religion, spirituality, they're two different things. Religion is to do with a set of rules, a set of conditions, stories for people to believe in order for them to be controlled, contained, and kept in a state of fear, and have to believe in these conditions that has to be met in order to please this God on high. Okay? And then the contradictions in that is that this God on high is all loving.
He's all loving,
Yeah. Now, but you have to meet the conditions though of what this God on high has set for you in order for you to reap the rewards of what is considered the blessings of God. Now, this is where the illusion starts from, and it affects relationships on every level of what we are going to then expect to engage in afterwards, okay, from there on. All the problems, the issues that we have in the world has started from the God concept that has been sold to us.
It's true.
Okay?
Very true.
We're told that God is a judging God.
Yeah.
So therefore, we judge others.
Yeah.
We judge ourselves, we judge others. You see what I mean? And then we expect others to meet the conditions that we're going to set for them to meet in order for them to pass the, whatever criteria for us to feel, for them to be validated, for us to validate them, or for us to be validated by whoever's judging us. This is coming from the Bible interpretations, which was intentionally given to us in the ways that it has been to keep us away from waking up to the reality of ourselves. So, I said already that all the books in the Bible come from an ancient scripts. They come from the Sumerian tablets. They come from the Gilgamesh epics. They come from the papyruses of ancient Egypt. Okay? They come from they come from different sources. The book of Enoch, as I said, is a very important book for anybody to go and to understand what we're talking about when we say gods. Yeah, and God, and you have to understand yourself to know, well, what does God mean? Yeah, because a lot of people even use it in this day and time. We are gods and we are goddesses. Yeah, and that is a Greek word. That is a word that's only come around recently. It's not the terminology that was used even in ancient Kemet. Neters is what we've been used in ancient Kemet, and that gets translated. See these mistranslation, that gets translated into what you call as God. Okay, And netters was never translated as God. It means cosmic forces of nature. And we, with this body, this mind-body vehicle, this mind-body vehicle is a conduit for the cosmic forces of nature. And the very soul of our being is the directive forces for these cosmic forces of nature. It's the directive principle. Yeah? Because our soul represents sun. Think about this. Soul, sola, sol, sun. You have a light lit up within inside of you. What the sun symbolizes is what the soul is.
Soul is okay then.
The sun is the sustainer of all life on this planet.
Yeah. Come on.
And in ancient times, the sun represented the emanation of divine consciousness. The rays of light of God. Yeah? But change God to life, and you have the rays of life. Divine life consciousness. That sustains and is all creation and is the substance of all things made visible. Substance of all matter. The substance of everything. Yeah? The Greeks got it messed up by believing that matter is the substance of everything. That's a corruption and a distortion of the ancient spiritual truth and knowledge that was taught, that was known before. So this is the reason why in this society, material mind, people believe that acquiring more material things gives them more substance. But we've come to, through trial and error, to experience that it doesn't. It doesn't. You see? Consciousness is what this is all about. Consciousness is what we are really fighting for on this trip that we're in here now. So in order to access the power that is the true power, we have to wake up to the true reality of who and what we is. The Bible makes you believe you're separate from God or separate from life. Remember that? I said God, I said life. If you use life in the substitution for God, you'll get a better understanding of what the true nature of the life principle is that has been called God, in order for one to connect with the true source of their being, rather than getting caught up with God. And God has been used in so many ways and so much confusion, and people believe that they know the nature of God and don't understand that, well, the nature you got of this God in the Bible ain't the nature of the Creator. Yeah? Because people believe that God is where you get your punishment from if you do not do the will of God. Yeah? But God loves you. Yeah? Unconditionally. The nature of God never changes. But if you believe that from the Bible version, then you're going to be caught up in a love of contradiction and don't understand that your imagination is trying to make sense of an illusion. And based upon you believing the illusion, believing the lie, you're going to create your experiences from that belief. You see?
Let me just jump in here, because it's quite interesting you say that. And would you say then that, with confidence then, that religion, and you even said religion is really used a tool to manipulate the masses of people for the pastor's personal gain and so forth?
It's a systematic mind control. It's not just for the pastor or the reverend, but what it is you have religion for the right side of your brain, and you have government for the left side of your brain. And both of them want to keep you a slave, a captive to their lies and illusions.
Say that again, because that's powerful you said that. Yep.
Religion is for the right side of the brain, and government is for the left side of the brain. So you're kept separate, because you've got your conscious and subconscious. And you have these representations. All right, the Bible's an allegorical book. It's not to be taken literally. How I can say that? Find any of the graves of any of the so-called prophets or characters that's in the Bible.
find the graves. You can find the graves of people who were supposed to have existed way before the Bible was written. They found the grave of Asar. They found the tombs. All right, they found the tombs of these ancient netters, ancient in oh my gosh, where am I going? They found the bodies and the graves, okay, of ancient beings, right? Just say it this way, which was taught to us as mythology. But you can't find a grave of anybody in the Bible. You understand? Where's the ark? This big, huge boat that's supposed to have been the carrier and the sustainer or the maintainer of all life on this planet before the deluge came in. Okay? Where is the ark? They haven't found nothing like this. So rather than going into, because this is not a Bible study class, you know, it's to just give little things to say, well, question this, understand this. But the thing is this, is that when you have taught that you are born in sin, and that sin means you're imperfect. You have people saying nobody's perfect. This is what they're saying. So God's supposed to be all powerful and perfect, right? But he's created imperfection. Yeah? And then you're told that you're imperfect. You fall short from the grace of God or the blessings of God, okay? But yet God wants you to be perfect as he is. And he is. You notice that? He is, right? And we carry these beliefs. And then we expect what? Parents want their children to be perfect. Children want their parents to be perfect. You want somebody to be perfect. But you're imperfect because you believe in imperfection. And perfect means to be complete. Okay? That's what it means. It doesn't mean you've never made a mistake in your life. It means complete. So when you believe in a concept that you're imperfect, you're saying that you're incomplete. That leads on to another illusion, to believe that you're not whole in yourself and you need to go outside yourself and find somebody else to complete you. Okay? This is the basis of what relationships have been based on. You know? Woman or man, oh my gosh, I need someone else to complete me. I'm looking for the relationship. Yeah? Can't be single. And what is single? You're a single whole unit. Huh? You're whole within yourself. And until you realize your wholeness, how can you draw wholeness to you? All you're going to do is draw your projections of your illusions of imperfection and always come up short when you're trying to have perfection that you don't believe you are even off, you know?
Okay, then we just got about 30 seconds left, and this is very warm reasoning and so forth, you know. Well, brother, first I have to give thanks to you. When we have your time just go boom. I don't know where the time comes from, right? But we're going to do another session, and we're going to a bit more in depth, you know, the whole thing about the reasoning, about the higher. I think we should go more in the higher consciousness now.
Yeah, most certainly.
Most certainly. So give thanks.
Yeah. And understand, time is an illusion.
Time's illusion.